Welcome back to the Texas Hemp Show. This is podcast number 131 this week. Good morning to everyone listening there on 102.7 ESPN Austin. This is the Texas Cannabis Show. I'm Russell. I publish the Texas Hemp Reporter, and those are available at CBD and smoke shops around the city of Austin. So if you want to pick one of those up or haven't, they've been around now. We just celebrated our third anniversary this issue here. This June. We started out in June of 2020, and we just celebrated our third anniversary with putting these publications out. And it is really cool to be in that we can talk about cannabis on the radio. We could talk about it through the publication and getting the magazine out there. And, you know, really, like J-Man was saying, hats off to the iconic work of Willie Nelson, and he's been an ambassador of this plant for a long time. Rumor has it he smoked with Jimmy Carter, you know, on the White House roof, they say. But 93 years old. What's in this plant that keeps them going? I mean, because we just, we had the little drop there coming back from the commercial break from Tommy Chong. I mean, Tommy Chong is every bit of 92 or somewhere close to that. I don't know exactly. Tommy was on the show last year, but I mean, these guys, Tommy, Cheech, I don't know if Keith Richards is smoking any cannabis, but he's not going anywhere.
We're noticing a trend.
Well, I'm just saying, these guys, Jerry, you can comment on this, but these guys have stuck around a long time and been great ambassadors to the cannabis plant.
You know, Willie's multiple times, Russell, shared with people that marijuana kept him off of doing harder drugs, okay? And, the music industry probably wouldn't be what it is if there weren't people that were partaking of cannabis when they were writing tunes and thinking about music and lyrics and all those things. You know, we've always looked at cannabis as being this plant that had these mysterious abilities to do things for people. Most of the time we thought it was, hey, let's make everybody get high. My 85-year-old mother rubs a topical THC that we smuggle down from Colorado because it's illegal. If you're going to come get me, come get me. I'm trying to help my mama. And her foot doesn't hurt. Now, well, that weed now, I don't know, And that's, well, let's see what happens, Mom. It's not a joint you're smoking. Put this on your foot. We got ready to leave, Russell, and you know what she said? Hey, y'all gonna leave that cream for me, aren't you? Okay. So Willie's known something about this, and now while they're not advertisers with us or with Russell, we sure would like for him to come on. Willie's got something called Willie's Remedy. This is CBD products, okay? He's got Willie's Reserve. That's the THC with the psychotropic thing that gets us kind of high and what we enjoy when we want to have that good relaxation feelings. But there's so many uses of this plant that's came about. But when you brought up Willie, Russell, he's 90. He's 90, but he'll be 93 pretty soon. Time flies by so fast.
Okay.
I love to share.
Sorry, Willie.
Yeah, I was a closet cannabis user, okay? I didn't want people to know before this thing happened. I had a corporate job, wearing a coat and a tie, and I would literally go from client to client. I'd go see a client. I'd get back in my car. I'd take me a couple puffs. My mom, you drove and did that? Well, no, Mom, I smoked it before I started driving. Then I drove. But then I would stop somewhere, and I'd douche my eyes, and I'd brush my teeth, wash my face, and then I'd go see my next client. Did that for 44 years. I didn't want anybody to know that I was using cannabis.
Well, Jerry, what made you come out? What made you come out and of the closet, as they say, as a closet cannabis smoker? What turned the page for you?
Willie Nelson. Willie Nelson saying, if you're passionate about something, you ought to do something about it. You ought to be vocal about it. Okay. My very close friend, Harley riding buddy, best man in my wedding, all those kind of things, got liver cancer. And they gave him 6 months to live, okay? And so as it was getting close to his demise, Willie has this thing in the spring during South by Southwest called the Luck Reunion. Well, the first time that we went, it was called the Heartbreaker Heartbreaker Banquet, okay, and then that morphed into the Luck Reunion. So we were down there. I got to meet Willie. Somewhere back there's a picture of me and Willie, there in his backyard, okay. And hearing him say those things and thinking about that, and I thought, I've had a really nice level of success, but I've always been bothered about having something that I had to I wasn't ashamed about it. Other people wanted to dun you about it. Well, I took Willie's lead on being passionate, do something, say something about it. I started something called Weed and Whiskey. Now, there's a big story that's going to be coming out about that. Curly's Machines got me working on this book. I'm not a good writer, so they got somebody helping me. That's why I do those little articles. But the story is not about me. It's about how this medicine should be available to anybody that's sick, either for free or with an insurance reimbursement, okay? And not everybody that smokes cannabis has orange Cheeto dust on their fingers. I don't have any on mine. I run several successful businesses, work 80 or 90 hours a week, but I partake all day long. It's finding what works good for you, okay? I don't drink. We're Weed and Whiskey. I partake in that whiskey, but I dabble. You got to be careful with something that can make your car go down the road, right? You put in the gas tank, maybe make you go. But, now that I've been vocal about this, I've had so many opportunities to share with people, and I always give the credit back to Willie. He gave me the courage to come out of the closet.
Well, Jerry, I think it's also interesting because people don't know this that know you. I mean, Jerry, his birthday is April 20th. His birthday is 4/20. So
feel free to send me something, folks.
Yeah, Jerry, he has, and now he's got, Weed and Whiskey TV, and that you can, and just for the listeners, if you haven't heard of him or you're driving down the road listening to the show here in ESPN Austin, you got a Roku TV, you got Roku devices. Jerry, your network, Weed and Whiskey TV, is on Roku.
It's on Roku. Russell, when we first started off with the Weed and Whiskey TV, we started off as a subscription service, just like your Netflix, your Paramount, your HBO Plus. And we wanted, for my birthday, $4.20 a month for you to be able to watch our original content and the licensed content we had. Well, we were a tremendous failure at doing that. I mean, about the time we came out and launched that, everybody in the big space of entertainment started being streamers. And so we got up to 1,000 people maybe paying us that $4.20 a month, which, folks, in today's time, that's not enough money to operate a TV network. So this year, we decided to change and become an AVOD, advertising video on demand. In other words, you no longer had to pay us to be able to watch our content, but you had to watch a few ads, okay, and see promotions from our sponsors. Well, when we launched that, we were smart and we put out as often as we could free Weed and Whiskey, and people would click on that banner until they took it down off of whatever platform that we were on. But we were able to build up to 143,000 people this year have signed up for a subscription or to be able to access our dashboard and watch our content. Of those, we got about 85,000 a week that are engaging with us. So we were so excited to see by making that change. And when we did that, we started finding people were willing. Hey, we like what you're doing, J-Man. We like your plain talking, your straight shooting, and we want to be a part of that. And so we thought, wow, we got something working here. So folks, this is the beauty. This will go out tomorrow. I just forwarded it to Russell. There's a real nice press release going out about the strategic partnership that Russell and I have created with Patriot Media Group to make our advertising octopus. When I say octopus, because we got print, we got a radio, we got TV, we got web, we got PR releases. The one that we're sending out tomorrow, 170 million people might see that PR release. So if you like what we're doing, if you like Russell, you like me, you like Rachel, you like our energy, you like our vigor for your promoting your product, okay, then reach out to Patriot Media Group. Now, I'm not here today to promote Patriot Media Group, but go to Patriot Media Group. Help us help you get more entertainment, get more information. That's our goal. Bring you information in an entertaining and informing fashion. Russell's done a great job of this. We're piggybacking on learning from him. We're giving him exposure on our TV network. You can go to Weed and Whiskey TV and you can see multiple episodes of the Texas Hemp Show. I call, and Russell, y'all got how many up now? 10, 15, something like that?
Yeah. We're actually about to load out another round of about 4 or 5 of our programs. J-Man's given us the channel there, so we have our shows available for viewing I mean, you can see them on Weed and Whiskey. You can hear them on the podcast networks. There are clips of them out there on other social media. But check out Weed and Whiskey TV if you haven't already. If you've got a Roku device sitting in your bedroom or your living room or the garage, like I do, just pop in there and just search Weed and Whiskey TV. Check it out. It's TV with a twist.
That channel, put it in your dashboard. As Russell mentioned, the Roku. We've learned that 67% of our viewers are watching us on Roku. And here's why, okay? If you're watching a TikTok or an Instagram, you go watch it on your phone. If you want to watch something that's as entertaining, as high quality as what we are seeing right now, you want to see that on your TV. Yeah. You want to see it there in your house. And we're excited that Roku has embraced us, and we're growing every day. We're getting more and more people that are signing up for our platform. But if you don't want to do it that way, you can even go to YouTube. A lot of people watch us on YouTube, even LinkedIn. There's so many ways that people get their information in today's time. That's why Russell and I decided we'd put our heads together and say, okay, you got a budget to spend to get your brand out there. Well, you spend it all on radio. Well, maybe radio didn't work for you. Or you spend it all with me on TV. Well, maybe TV didn't work for you. You should have did radio. So Patriot's got a program for all. Well, Buckabuzz is taking advantage of this. Obviously,
yeah,
they're putting this out in multiple different ways because everybody in today's time gets their information, their entertainment in different fashions. So we wanted to make it available for everybody, and we're really excited about the way we're growing.
Yeah, it's really cool. I like that we have the platform that we can say that we're on Roku, and then just got them working together with you has been a lot of fun. We've got print. We've got the radio here with our ESPN audience, and then you've got that audience over there at the Roku, man. Want to mention again, in a couple of weeks, guys, on the 29th, Ricky Williams, right here, Heisman Trophy winner, will be on the program. I'm plugging that again just in case listeners are dialing in through there on the ESPN channel side. Going to be here on the 29th. We're recording that show. You'll be able to see that show in the video format on YouTube as well as the Roku TV with Weed and Whiskey TV as well. So we're looking forward to having Ricky Williams. And by the way, we're going to film that one downtown at your downtown studio, Jerry.
Excellent. That'll be a great weekend for everybody because you're filming on the 29th, and it drops on the 30th. Is that right?
It'll be out on ESPN. This audience on ESPN will be able to hear it on Saturday.
Sweet.
So that'll be the 1st of July.
You were mentioning earlier Ricky Williams, Heisman Trophy winner, world-class athlete. He certainly understands the benefit of cannabis. I saw in the news today something about the NBA. They're doing something different. I think they're letting their players invest in cannabis companies, but maybe they can't advertise for them yet unless the NBA gets part of the cut. Last year, Major League Baseball, ESPN Sports Channel. Okay, well, what does cannabis have to do with sports? Has a whole lot to do. If Major League Baseball has now said, hey, we're not testing our guys, we're letting Charlotte's Web advertise in our stadiums and stuff. Well, folks, that's only an indication that cannabis is here to stay. Weed's here to stay. Hemp is here to stay. Texas Hemp Show, when we mention that, everybody thinks about back to that joint, getting high and all this stuff. I met a fellow the other day. He makes some rebarb out of hemp, okay? He makes some resin. Hang on, I got a thing right here. He made me this little resin. This is 100% made out of hemp. Looks like acrylic or glass, okay?
There you go. Stay right there, Jerry. Jerry, stay right there. We're going to take a quick break. We'll come back. We're going to talk about all the great things that this plant does do right here on the Texas Hemp Show. We'll be back on the other side, ESPN 102.7 Austin.